We're back at it again, people. Bitwit or Nitwit, episode, I don't know, it's been so long, I don't even know what episode this is. But we're with Michael now, he's the first person to show up. Next, we're with Najim. All right, so Brandon actually just hauled over here so he could be a part of the show. That's why he's a little out of breath. How you feeling, Michael?
Nervous.
Okay, good,
yes,
you should be,
nervous.
as well you should be. Do you know how this game works?
No.
You'll have to answer 5 consecutive questions correctly in order to win this amazing PC featuring a Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread CPU and a GTX 1660 Ti. How does that sound?
Sounds really good, actually.
And you do have a lifeline. At any point, if you get stumped on one of these questions, it basically gives you a 50-50 shot, so I eliminate 2 of the incorrect answers.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
How you feeling in terms of confidence level with your tech knowledge?
I've kind of been into it for a while, but recently kind of like dipped in and out.
I just recently got into PC building, so I'm not like, I wouldn't say like super tech savvy.
Here are your questions. Question number 1. What is the name of the motherboard interface used by today's mainstream GPUs? Is it A, PCI Extreme, B, PCI Express, C, PCI Excel, or D, PCI Excellent?
Is it B, PCI Express?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with B, PCI Express.
PCI Express.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that is.
Good answer. That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Yes.
Very, very well done. Number 2. Which of these is not typically included with a PC case? Is it A, SSD screws, B, expansion slots, C, motherboard standoffs, or D, thermal paste?
What is not included in a PC case?
Thermal paste, that's a CPU thing.
I'm gonna go with D, thermal paste.
That is correct, Brandon. You know your stuff. Correct. Very good.
Oh my God.
And you know, this actually kind of helps that you just recently got into it. It's fresh in your mind.
Yeah,
The
exactly,
fact that
yeah.
you just built the system, you already saw the accessories.
Yeah, I know.
When's the last time you built a system?
3-4 years ago?
What's going
Do
through
they
your
come
mind
with-
right now?
I feel like they come with thermal paste usually. Usually I only bought one case, but
Which case was it?
I don't remember. I don't even remember any part that I've ever bought.
You
But
don't
I know
even
I bought
remember the
them.
case. How are you expected to remember what accessories were
I
included?
know. Okay, so let me think. SSD screws, probably. Expansion slots. Let's do a 50-50 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
The 50-50 will eliminate motherboard standoffs
Okay.
and SSD screws.
Okay, between B or D, is it thermal paste? Which of these is not typically included with a PC case? I'm gonna say D, thermal paste. Final answer.
Michael, you're a lucky mother effer because that is correct.
Yes! Okay.
Well done, sir.
Yes,
You
there
had
we
me
go.
sweating there for a minute. Moving on to question number 3. What's the rated voltage for a 3-pin addressable RGB connector? Is it A, 5 volts, B, 8 volts, C, 12 volts, or D, 15?
Crap. Okay, this one I forgot.
Did you ever have any RGB in any of the systems that you built?
Well, not an RGB strip.
It was already built in. You didn't have to
Yeah.
plug in anything
No,
to
I
the
didn't have to plug
motherboard.
in anything.
I had the NZXT, the 8710i, so I
Okay.
had the Smart Hub.
Which has its own
Yeah,
connector
so
and
it's
stuff.
I've never used any RGB anything.
Okay.
Except
That's actually respectable in
Yeah.
today's day and age.
I usually try not to, but
Maybe you
okay.
should have. Maybe you should
Maybe I
have.
should
It
have
would have helped you at
now,
this
had
very
I
moment.
known. Okay, so let's think. I mean, how many volts does it really need?
B and C look familiar, but I'll go ahead and use my lifeline then.
Okay, your lifeline eliminates B and C.
Oh,
So the answer
God.
must be A or D, 5 volt or 15 volt.
I'm leaning between 12 or 5. Just the numbers feel more right. What were my answers last time? I chose A and I chose B. You know,
What's the strategy for that?
I'll just pick C, you know? I'm going with 12 volt.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I'll go with that.
Brandon, I'm sorry, it's 5 volt.
I should have just trusted my
you,
instinct.
you knew it was boiled down to those two. Great job anyway.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go with an educated guess of 5 volts. Final answer.
5 volts is the correct answer.
Yes! I'm winning.
That was a great guess.
I'm winning, yeah.
I'm gonna go with A.
Final answer?
I'll do D. I'll switch my answer.
What's your rationale behind that?
I have no idea. I'm just like,
Okay, switching to D. Is that your final answer?
yes, D's my final answer.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh no!
You had it right the first time. You
Damn
had
it.
it right. You were so close, but you did
Oh,
a
God.
fantastic job, man. Thank you very much for participating.
Yeah, thank you.
You're almost at the finish line here.
Oh my God. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
What's the least number of components you need to boot into Windows?
Okay.
3, 4, 5, or 6?
So you definitely need power. You definitely need motherboard. You don't necessarily need GPU. You need that little chip thingy. Forgot what it's called. 3 or 4, 5 or 6. I really doubt it's 6 or 5 or 6. Okay, let's just guess. So I'm gonna say B4, final answer.
Michael,
Just tell me.
that is incorrect. I'm so sorry. The correct answer was actually D6.
Oh, okay, well then I would not. Okay, I
So,
wouldn't have guessed that. So
You did a
fine.
fantastic job.
Thank you.
All right, we're here, day 2. We
looking
still
at it
have
right
a
here.
beautiful PC on the line. How you doing, Javier?
Doing great, actually.
Awesome. And your name?
AJ.
All right, Jose. How you
All
doing?
right, doing great.
All right, Renee. How you doing?
I'm feeling nervous.
That's good. A little nerves is good. How much do you know about computers?
A little bit.
Okay.
Just quite a bit.
I would say like above average.
I would say a hell of a lot.
Really? I like the confidence. Let's kick it off with question number 1. What is the name of the motherboard interface used by today's mainstream GPUs?
As much as I love D, I'm gonna go with B, PCI Express.
I would have to say B, PCI Express.
I'm gonna go with B.
PCI Express is correct. I had a feeling you might know that one. AJ, that is correct. Renee, you're off to a good start. That is correct, my friend.
I'm gonna take a guess here.
Okay, we're gonna guess right off the bat on question 1.
Actually, let's
Feeling
do the
risky.
50-50.
Okay.
Let's do the 50-50.
All right,
actually.
sure. We're gonna eliminate A and D.
Let's go with C.
C, is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It was actually B, PCI Express.
Ah, darn it.
It's all right, man. Hey, you used the lifeline when you should have. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it didn't work out, but that's all right.
It was worth a try.
Moving on to question number 2. Which of these is not typically included with a PC case?
Which is not typically included, let's see.
I would have to say D, thermal paste.
Thermal paste.
I would go with thermal paste.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
Yes, it is.
Jose, you are on a roll. That is correct. Thermal paste is, in fact, not included with the case. Absolutely correct. By the way, what kind of system do you have at home?
Oh, mine's not that good right now, but
i9 9900K with
Nice.
Radeon 7.
GTX 970. But I did upgrade to Ryzen 5 2600.
i3 8100, RX 580.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You don't even really need this PC. You're just here to show off right now.
Well, actually, my brother's the one who just graduated college.
Nice.
He's got the whole thing going on, and he's trying to build something, but money's always tight, so
course.
this would be awesome for him.
You built it yourself?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Buy
that'll
everything.
come in handy right now.
Hopefully.
Question number 3. What's the rated voltage for a 3-pin addressable RGB connector?
I have an answer in my head, but
I know the exact answer to this because we killed some RGB fans with my buddy and I. You know who you are. It's gonna be
Okay, this one.
You may not have experienced this connector much if your system's 4 years old.
Yeah.
'Cause that was slightly just pre
that was-
RGB
yeah,
craze,
I don't
everything.
have any RGB right now.
I think I would like to use the lifeline for this.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to use a lifeline on
Okay,
this one.
that's gonna eliminate B and C. So you're left with A, 5 volt, or D, 15 volt.
A, 5 volts.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Man, you sacrificed those RGB cables for a good reason.
I thought it was 12, but isn't that usually 4 pins? I'm confused.
I am
right
not
now.
allowed to say anything.
I'm gonna have to say A.
That is correct. Well played, sir. Well played.
I'm gonna go with 5 volts.
My friend, you're moving on to question number 4.
Thank God.
Number 4.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is the least number of components you need to boot into Windows?
Well, you need a drive, obviously, that
Okay.
has Windows.
You need the CPU at the motherboard.
Power supply, motherboard, CPU.
I mean, you can boot without a cooler, but you kind of need that to play in Windows, so you're gonna need a cooler.
I would have to say,
I'm trying to run through that PC part picker in my head.
I wanna say 6.
I'd have to say 5.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I am sorry, that is not
no.
correct. It was actually 6. You did fantastic,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you
you
very
so
much.
much
Of
for
course.
being on.
C.
C, 5. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry, dude. The correct answer was 6. 6 components. You even named all 6 components at one point, but I think you might have forgotten cooler.
Power supply, motherboard, RAM, CPU, hard drive. Yep, C. the
Dude.
cooler, man.
Dude, you did an amazing job, dude.
Thanks
Thanks
so
for
much
being
for the
on.
opportunity.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with D6.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. D6.
You're moving on to question number 5. Here we go, man.
All right.
You are so close to getting this new PC for your brother.
Bro, fingers crossed.
For all the marbles, question number 5. Which of these CPUs has a different number of cores than the rest? Is it A, Intel Core i5-8400, B, Intel Core i7-5820K, C, AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1900X, or D, AMD Ryzen 5 3600X?
Oh, I'm so nervous. Can I use my lifeline on this?
I mean, there's really no reason to not use it at this point, right? So absolutely, we're eliminating A and D. That leaves you with the Core i7-5820K or the Ryzen Threadripper 1900X.
The 5820K. 5th generation or 1st gen Threadripper? Oh man, this is hard. I'm an Intel guy, so Threadripper is the enthusiast one, but the 5820K is also the enthusiast of that generation. Something is telling me that B is 6 core. Oh, this is tough. Okay. I'm gonna go with C, the Threadripper chip.
You're gonna go with C, AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1900X.
I think that has more cores than the rest.
Is that your final answer?
1900X, that's the only thing that makes sense to me by process of elimination. C is my final answer.
You just won your brother a new gaming PC. You just won him a brand new gaming PC. Congratulations, dude. It's all yours,
Thanks so
man.
much. This is for you, dude.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Bitwit or Nitwit. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more tech stuff coming at you really soon. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Ring his bell.
Dude, that was epic, man.
Oh, so nervous. I'm shaking.
Dude, are you faking that right now?
I'm not. This is real.
Oh my god.
This is real. I'm shaking
Don't
right
install
now.
a hard drive with those hands.